Today I will talk about 5 manifestation habits that changed my life. Let's start it. I'm calling these manifestation success habits because they're not manifestation techniques. These are habits I adopted over time, and I noticed once I started doing them, my manifestations came more quickly and easily. So if you want to work less and attract more, check out these awesome law of attraction success habits. Number 1, cultivate a positive mindset. Working on your mindset is a broad topic. I even have a coaching program that lasts anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks to work to help my clients work on their mindset. Not to mention I've personally been working on my mindset for most of my life. Haha. But let's simplify things for now. We'd all be manifesting all of our desires on the regular if it weren't for our mind getting in the way. This is why it's so important to work on your mindset regularly as a habit and not just a one-time thing. Trying to manifest when your mindset isn't in the right place is like trying to play music on your laptop with the mute button on. You can try to play Spotify, iTunes, or YouTube. You can keep looking for another way to play music. Or you can stop and say, if I'm doing all the right things, maybe there's something else blocking me. This is what I see over and over again with people trying to use law of attraction. They keep trying different manifestation techniques instead of digging deeper and doing the self-work to clear the way for their manifestations to flow. While there are many areas of your mindset you can work on, a key starting place is adopting a positive mindset. Cultivating a positive mindset. One of the first things I tackle with my clients is shifting from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. Even within this area of self-work, there's a lot you could explore. Here are 2 places to start. 1. Think about what you do want and avoid thinking about what you don't want. This helps you stay focused on positive outcomes and also helps you manifest better outcomes. 2. Avoid complaining. Complaining keeps our energy focused on something we don't like, generates negative energy, and also attracts more of that thing to us. So instead, focus on things that are going well and what you do like. And see number 5 for an easy way to really get into this. Number 2. Love yourself. This is a component of mindset, but it's a big one, so I thought I'd give it its own section. One of the biggest limiting beliefs that prevents our manifestation from coming right to us is our lack of self-love and our belief that we are unworthy. If you don't believe you deserve what you desire, you won't get it. Simple as that. You can execute your manifestation techniques flawlessly, but if you don't believe you're worthy of it, you'll most likely self-sabotage your way out of receiving it, even if the universe has delivered it. For example, if you're trying to manifest love and the perfect guy approaches you at the grocery store, instead of saying, thank you, universe, this guy is great. I can't wait to see how this plays out, you may think he seems too good to be true. He's probably just being polite to me. Or maybe there's something wrong with him, and you could potentially send out a please go away vibe that keeps him from asking you for your phone number. Manifestation blocked. This is why it's so important to adopt the habit of fostering self-love and owning your worthiness. Self-love is a habit. When it comes to self-love, I don't know of a single person who decided one day to flick a switch and love themselves. If it were that easy, we'd all do it. So, I see cultivating self-love as a habit. I actually spent most of my life hating myself. At first I wasn't even conscious that I did. And then I spent years trying to figure out how to love myself. This is a topic that could easily be its own blog post, video, and even online course. But the important thing here is to keep going. Keep doing what you can to foster your self-love. Set the intention you want to love yourself and do everything you can to do so. Because once you learn to love yourself, the gates to your desires will swing wide open. I attract better outcomes so much more easily these days, and I believe a lot of this is due to my self-love habit. 3 ways to foster self-love. There's so much that worked well for me to help me finally love myself, but for now, here are 3 things you can do. Have self-compassion. Show yourself the same compassion and kindness you'd show others, especially those you love. Speak kindly to yourself. Notice how you talk to yourself, and if you say something unkind, say it again in a kind way. Keep rewriting, and one day you'll start speaking kindly to yourself straight away. Try affirmations. Choose a daily self-love affirmation and say it throughout the day. Try I am worthy, or as time goes on, I love myself more and more. The first one is always a winner. The second is good if you're having a hard time believing you're worthy. Affirming progress is easier than affirming something you don't currently see. Love yourself. You're amazing, beautiful, wonderful, and awesome. I know it. Choose to know it too. Number 3. Tap into your intuition. So I talk to a lot of people. A lot. I love understanding where people are on their journey, what makes them happy, and what makes them unhappy. For years I did this instinctively, and now I see that this has something to do with my genius and is probably why I so naturally gravitated towards becoming a coach. The pattern I've noticed is that most people are not tapped into their intuition. They're out of touch with themselves. They're going through the motions and forcing themselves to do things they don't want to do because they believe they have to do it. And this hits home for me because this was me for many years. But one of the best things I've done in my personal development journey is get back in touch with my intuition. This is one of the key things I work with my one-on-one clients on, because if you're not in touch with your intuitions, you'll be chasing down a life that you may not be satisfied with once you get it. Not to mention, when you're in touch with your intuition, you can manifest so much more easily and quickly. Intuition is one of the ways that the universe guides you to receiving your manifestation. It's the thing that says, "Hey girl, why don't you go to the grocery store today?" And even though you know you don't really need anything, you go and meet the man of your dreams in the bulk veggie section or wherever you shop. How to tap into your intuition. Tapping into your intuition is both simple and, usually, challenging. The way you do it is simple. But because we oftentimes have so much conditioning, it can be difficult to execute. All you need to do is start listening to that small voice inside. It tries to talk to you all the time, but we've gotten good at blocking it out. It's that urge to go do something silly like make a paper airplane and fly it. Or that idea out of the blue that you should call that friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Try listening to your internal voice and ideas and see where they take you. Number 4. Meditate. Meditation connects us to source energy. And when we connect to source energy irregularly, magic happens. This didn't make sense to me when I first started meditating. I was expecting something more obvious to happen. Like, I'd manifest for 10 minutes and boom, my desired manifestation would appear. Okay, not quite that obvious, but I expected the results to jump out more than they did. Here's what actually happened. When I adopted a regular meditation process, life started getting better. It was subtle and gradual. But the more I meditated, the more results I saw. The better my manifestations got. And the better I felt overall. Another one of the amazing results I saw was that I had less resistance to receiving my manifestations. To me, this is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to successful manifesting and use of the law of attraction. And meditation showed me how to detach from things. To have less expectations and to appreciate more of what is. This resulted with my manifestations coming to more easily. And here's some good news, if you're not already into meditating, you don't need to do it that much to get results. To me, my meditation practice is sort of like my gratitude practice. Nothing bad will happen if you don't do it every day. But the more you do it, the better things will get. How often should I meditate? If you're new to meditation, I'd shoot for once a week and add more as it feels natural. Try for at least 5 minutes or up to 10 to 15. If you're using an app, there should be meditations of all lengths you can follow for a guided meditation. Or you can try a group class, which will probably be 45-60 minutes long. If you've been at meditation for a while, shoot for daily meditation. Follow whatever length feels best to you. 5 to 15 minutes is my sweet spot. And if you're a manifesting pro, then you don't need guidance here. Keep up your awesome habit. Start meditating and enjoy your manifestations plus a more relaxed and enjoyable state of living. Number 5. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is the gift that keeps giving. It raises our frequency, makes us feel good, and also attracts even more abundance into our lives. Have you ever noticed when you practice gratitude for something good, you start getting even more of it? It's amazing stuff. This is why I have all of my one-on-one clients adopt a gratitude practice. I don't want to sound dramatic, but gratitude literally changed my life. And I've noticed when I'm in the regular practice of gratitude, I attract lots of amazing outcomes. And when I fall out, I attract less. Oftentimes, when we're manifesting, we're trying to add to our life. We feel like something is missing. And while I fully believe in constantly up-leveling yourself, I believe this can be done from a place of growth versus from a place of scarcity. Scarcity says there's not enough. Gratitude shows us that we already have more than enough. And that the world is abundant, so there's always more to grow into. Instead of trying to fill an empty hole and get happy, you're already happy and only adding to your fulfillment. Summary. So now we've covered 5 manifestation habits that changed my life. 1. Cultivate a positive mindset. 2. Love yourself. 3. Tap into your intuition. 4. Meditate. 5. Practice gratitude, and they can change yours too. These manifestation success habits are super easy and enjoyable. You only need to make some space in your schedule for them, and then enjoy the magic that follows.